In the last few weeks, I have spent quite a number of times to talk about the technology, talking about the age of data, how important it is, right? So today, I would like to share more about the ICT infra technology that is related to the age of data. So to reorganize all the concepts that I share in this YouTube channel, I would like to make a very clear summary, and I hope my friends and partners understand my philosophy. Actually, under the age of data, we all need to know we have to generate quite a number of data. So to generate data, we must undergoing the digital transformation. And this is a very important process for all the corporate enterprises, governments to do it. To master the digital transformation, so everybody knows already, it composed with two major components, the application and the ICT infra. So these two components is very, very important so that, we can perform the digital transformation. In terms of the ICT infra, you know from the work, talking about the information technology and the communication technology, what we call the IT infra and the CT infra. For most of the enterprises, you know your CT infra already is talking about your campus network, a network that I explained before, say managing your mobile devices of all your staff force, managing your computers, printers, CCTV cameras, store access, all network devices under your campus network. And also for the CT infra, we are also talking about the data center network. That means how you build your data center to connect to the public internet, your internal network, and also to connect all your server, storage, all these kind of things. And another part is the WAN network, wide area network. So this is all related to the CT infra. And when we talk about the IT infra, then it has to be very specific related to what we call the compute, storage, network, and security in your IT infra. Most of the people just think about the application running on the IT infra, but actually CT and IT infra cannot be separated nowadays. And this is a combined infrastructure. Together with the cloud infra, it relies on a very comprehensive CT infra to run on it. So in terms of the technology in the ICT infra, so I have explained, in the last few weeks, talking about the H3C SNA architecture, what we call the SEER network architecture. And this is a very important technology that we can deploy over the ICT infra in terms of your campus network, your data center network, and also the wide area network. So this is the SNA center, the SEER network architecture, the management and control center that can manage and control the engine to drive all the application and configurations down to the infrastructure. And of course, the infrastructure need to support what I explained before, like the cloud native platform, so that all the automation can be done seamlessly, to the end user. And at the same time, when you have a lot of devices connected to the infra, like your mobile, server, computer, all kind of even IoT devices. So all this, will get a lot of the data and information, back to the data center. And then with the SEER analyzer, we can deploy what we call the AI technology to analyze, what is going wrong. I always give a very simple example, say, if you cannot connect to the network, it may be your device issue, it may be the Wi-Fi access point issue, it may be the switch issue, or it may be the gateway or the DNS server, or even the internet gateway or internet access. So how you can analyze all these complicated scenario and all these kind of data and decide, which part is going wrong and drive some of the solution automatically through the SNA center to the engine and change the config. So this is the merit and the miracle of the technology, how it automates the overall process. So in terms of the ICT infra, as I explained, the definition may be different across different industry. Say, for example, if you're a carrier, your CT infra may be talking about a fixed broadband access, a mobile network infrastructure, these kind of things. When a carrier talking about their IT infra, long time back, carrier, they build their IT infra just like offering the DC rack and space and bandwidth, okay, to the user. And right now, okay, for the carrier, in terms of their IT infra, they right now change to provide some kind of like a cloud services to their customer. For the enterprise, when they try to build their ICT infra, normally the CT infra will be like their internal network infra, their network resources, or the network for external communications. And also for the IT infra, normally for an enterprise, it's likely to build their own private cloud or own private data center solutions to cater for the application, or some of the enterprise, they will adopt what we call the cloud services, no matter this is a public cloud or on-prem cloud. So all in all, actually the infrastructure is not very difficult to understand. Recap like a few years back, HPC, we have proposed a project called what we call the digital brain solution. This is a 4+N system. And normally we explain, okay, to our customers and partners likely, the digital brain is what we call the smart digital platform. And actually, this is exactly what I say, the ICT infrastructure plus the application, intelligent applications. So application, of course, this is another very profound, very complicated. And you need to have a lot of in-depth programming technology and a lot of like software applications to support to build your applications. But before you run your applications, right, you need to think about how I can build a very flexible, a very effective ICT infra, and with all different kind of technologies. So under the HPC digital brain concept, we break the whole ICT infrastructure into 4 elements. So we say the smart digital platform is 1, 2, 3, 4. The first one, okay, is the basic fundamental digital infrastructure. Talking about you need to build your own network. No matter WAN or LAN, okay, you need to have your storage, and then you have your compute platform. You need to buy your server, okay, with like a GPU resources, x86, okay, processing power. You need to have like a 5G connectivity, or even a 5G infra, or you leverage over the 5G infra, okay, over a carrier, and then the smart terminal connections. So all this digital infrastructure is the basic infrastructure. And some of the technology you should know. Of course, I don't want to go through very detail about the compute technology and the storage technology. And this storage scope can cover quite a lot of technology already. So on top of digital infra, you need to move up one layer under your ICT infra platform. It's about the business empowerment platform, what we call the cloud computing platform, which is quite easy to understand. Because when you have your digital platform, your digital infrastructure, then you need to think about, oh, what is the platform that I can manage all the resources, okay, downstairs, right? So the cloud computing platform is a very important business empowerment platform that can help you to manage all the technology that can help you to control and monitor all the digital infra resources. And we have like a big data platform. And the big data platform can use the resources downstairs and then capture all those data from the storage and do whatever what we call the big data analytics. And then you can, from the raw data, to generate a lot of the useful informations. And we have what we call the AI platform, edge computing, IoT, digital middleware. All these kind of a business empowerment platform will be applied or will be used by different kind of industry. So all these are very industry specific. So that, okay, with the business empowerment platform, so the user or the customer can run their smart applications on top, okay, on this kind of a platform. And just going back to the infra, other than the digital infrastructure and what we call the business empowerment platform, another 2 area is also very important to across, okay, all this application running on the platform and riding on the digital infra. The first one is the security. The second one, okay, is the O&M services. And these 2 parts is very important because first of all, security, everybody understand already, start from the application down to the data you store, okay, in the storage. You need to think about how secure it is. When the user or when your customer access those data. And at the same time, when you are going to manage a very huge digital infrastructure with a very complicated empowerment platform, then you need to use a very powerful, very unique operation and maintenance services platform to manage all the devices. Whatever device is going wrong, then you need to replace it immediately, or how you design the whole platform with a resilient or highly redundant platform, right? So this is what I'm talking about, the digital infrastructure to support the digital brain, the smart applications you write on top. So according to the technology, there's a lot, but as I said, all this technology will be very industry specific right now, and shall be applied in different industry. So thank you for listening, and bye-bye.